Welcome, fire signs, to your weekly energy update. And this, of course, is for all my Aries, my Leo, my Sagittarians, no matter where it is at in your chart. And I just wanted to start off with an announcement that starting this week, instead of putting out separate readings for like new moon and full moon by each zodiac sign throughout the month, I'm just going to bring in that new moon and full moon energy into these readings each week. So I've been putting out a ton of videos, and I just really felt that during this time, bringing all those in are less videos for everyone to watch, and the messages will, come in for everyone. I will pull a separate card for each of the signs, for your Aries, your Leo, and your Sagittarians at the end of the video too. After I do the general reading for all fire signs, I'll pick one for each to give you a specific message for your sign as well. So we're going to start off for this week, which will be looking at April 3rd through April 10th. Of course, these are timeless readings as well, so if you're coming across them outside of that time frame, I'd still watch it and trust your intuition that it brought here on purpose for a purpose. So we're going to start with these Earth Magic Oracle and just see for all you fire signs for this week what the Creator would like you to know. What advice, information, whatever message we can get, we will take. All right, so for our fire signs, what would you like them to know this week, please? Okay. All right, they want this one right there. And beautiful. Oops, you have love and compassion. Wonderful card. We'll put it right here on our beautiful rose quartz, which is all about love and compassion. And let's see what message comes from the book. Obviously, love and compassion is really a lot self-explanatory. But it says, in this beautiful image, we see hands reaching toward each other through a heart. The green field surrounding them is the color of the fourth or heart chakra. It's when we feel love in our heart center that we not only naturally emit the healing energy of compassion, but we also attract love and compassion. Studies by the Heart Math Institute reveal that the electrical signals from the heart are up to 60 times stronger than the brain's, and the magnetic field is as much as 5,000 times more powerful. It's a given that our thinking patterns affect our feelings and in turn our reality. What we put out, whether it's love, fear, empathy, sadness, and so forth, contains an incredible amount of power to shape and influence our reality. When the focus of our intention and intention is love and compassion, we recognize no separation between self and other. It also says here that all wounds stem from the illusion of separation from Source and all of creation. The route to healing this wound is through cultivating love and compassion for every being on this planet, including yourself. Not a bland standard of unquestioned acceptance, but a heartfelt sense of profound relatedness to whatever you perceive as a part from yourself. True compassion requires not only the feeling of warmth that emanates when you are in touch with your heart center, but in acts of kindness, even if this simply means being a fully attentive listener. Respect the fact that your heart is a giver, putting out electrical energy, and a receiver, drawing in magnetic energy. These energies are best sensed by attending to the steady flow of your breathing while also noticing your heart area. Righteousness, fear, anger, and judgment are some common ways to block your natural desire to love. Forgiveness is not only letting go of judgment, but also seeing through the illusion that you and all that is are separate. Look about you and inside of you and do your best to love whatever you see. What an amazing message for this week. And I know especially, it's easy to love those beings that think the same way we do, act the same way we do, or act the way we think that they're supposed to act. They're acting the way we want them to act. But it's when other people are acting out of fear and they're not acting out of love that it's hard for us as humans to accept the love and love them, right? But so like this week, as we move into it, for all you fire signs, it's like focusing on sending out love to all beings on the planet, even authoritative leaders of other countries that are attacking others, political parties that are opposite from what you support, all those individuals, all that conflict that we have is because we're in fear. When we're in love and compassion and filling up with love and overflowing, we don't feel like battling others. We don't feel the need to defend because we're giving love, love, love. And so this week, the focus of obviously is having love and compassion for everyone in the world. So as many people as we can have express love into the world, it actually changes the energy of the planet. It talked about the Heart Math Institute, and they actually did studies where they had all these devices throughout the world in different places tracking the energies, I think it was like the ionization and there was like the energy that was existing in the planet. And when things like 9/11 happened, or Princess Di when she passed away, that changed throughout the world because of all the emotional energy that was being put out by humans. And so we can positively and raise the vibration to more of love ourselves as well. So they wanted me to mention all that. We're also going to pull from these magical forest tarot. It's all about magic this week, it seems. And I was pulling cards for this week to use. They were all magic, magic, magic. And magic is love. That is the magic. That's the most powerful magic, is the magic of love. So what else for our fire signs for this week? What else would you like them to know? Okay, just those three. All right, let me just put those over there. So your first card is the Five of Swords. And this is so perfect. Sorry, I just have a new camera angle, so I'm getting used to where to put the card for you to see it. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. And fives are all about the transformation. You can see here that there's people that are leaving here. You won the battle, but you lost the war. You may have proven that my small t truths of the human experience are more right than yours, and they're like tired of battling and they just walked away. So you might have proven in your own, egoistic mind that I was right and you were wrong, but what does it matter? Because there's no one around to see it. So there is this transformation with this card here about understanding that there are higher truths, what I call capital T truths of the higher spiritual realm, which is all about unconditional love in that higher realm. And it's about the Ace of Swords in the sword suit gives you the ability to see the higher truths, connect with those higher truths, and cut away the small t truths that no longer serve you. So if it's of fear, if it's of conflict, and any other of those uncomfortable emotions that are spawned from fear, then that's of the human mind. That's the small t truths. But if it's of unconditional love and compassion and joy and laughter and peace, then that is of the capital T truths. So that helps us identify that, and that's so perfect with what we were just talking about. So, and then you have the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands energy is about like your drive, your ambition, your inspiration, your passion. and your spiritual energy and the energy that you're putting out. And the Six of Wands is about, you can see here, it's about recognition. They're on the back of this. It's kind of like a knight riding a horse, and here's this, this symbolizes recognition and reward. And this also talks about our movement and how we perceive our recognition. And a lot of this conflict can happen about, we want to be recognized that we are worthy, we want to be recognized that we are lovable, and so we have all these small t truths, all those supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's, all those expectations and conditions that we've been taught on what have to be obeyed and have to come to pass in order for us to be lovable, to be acceptable, and not be rejectable, right? That's our biggest fear, is that I will be rejected and deemed unlovable and be ostracized outside the village, thrown into the woods to starve on my own and to die alone in the forest. It's like, no. Is that really, when we really look into it, how likely is that? But this is this, kind of like this transformation. It's the movement. Sixes are about movement, and this is the movement of the energies of where you're getting your recognition from. Again, the capital T truths. When you focus on the love that you find within yourself, within your own heart, you discover the unconditional love of the higher realms, that capital T truth, that you could never, ever be unlovable. We come here to experience in our human form what it might feel like to be unlovable, but we can never be unlovable because we are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things and this whole posse of beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. And unconditional means no condition. Nothing you can do to lose it, nothing you can do to gain more of it, because you have 100% of it. So there's this transformation that's coming with all this combination of those cards that you're looking and you're discovering this week, this inkling of this unconditional love from the other realms. And that is so much more glorious than the fickle, conditional appreciation and recognition from the outside world, because it's unstable. You might have it for a second, but you did something a little off kilter, and now they don't recognize you, and now you're getting the fearful, negative recognition instead of the positive, loving recognition of the conditional world, right? And then the final card here before we pull the other cards. Yeah, beautiful. You have the Hierophant, another 5. And the Hierophant is the major arcana, where the minor arcana are about situational. So it's like this week, this is what you're kind of going through. The major arcana cards are about your, like a significant life change. You can see here you've got the keys, and the Hierophant is all about this transformation in your spiritual belief, which is pretty significant, I think, for it's like your core beliefs and how you feel about the spiritual world, about your morals, and how you're looking at life. So all those, thoughts and beliefs, those things like, no, I am not supposed to send love out to the world. I'm supposed to hate them and wish they were dead, and it's like, wow, when we really focus in on that capital T truth and connection to the higher realms, we really get a really clear picture on how we can transform our world, right? Our own inner world, which then, of course, changes how we perceive the world. So I'm going to pull a card from the magic of unicorns. Again, the magic theme is going. And I'm going to pull a card for all of you Aries, and then all you Leos, and all you Sagittarians. So let me just give these a little shuffle here. Alright, so for our Aries, what message do you have for them, please? Okay, it looks like you get 2, so we'll put you there. And then our Leos, okay, you get that one there. And then our Sagittarians. Okay, and I want that one there. Alright, so for our Aries, You have the Cosmic Ruby, which is card number 32, and you add 3 to 2 together, you get 5. It says, be a peace ambassador. Practice cosmic mastery. So yeah, definitely a message about peace, right? And then you have here, uncord relationships. It says, let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. So that was also mentioned in this card here about forgiveness, and that it is so important. Sorry, just want to make sure you can see those there. That forgiveness is for you. It allows the judgment to leave, and that comes down to that, those swords there that we were talking about, those expectations. And I really want to, they're nudging me to read this forgiveness one here. And it says, your unicorn loves you with a high, pure love. There you go. These perfect beings cannot comprehend the attachments we make on earth, but have enormous compassion for us and will help us to let go of any that are holding us back. Any lower emotions that you are harboring against someone may be perfectly justified when examined from the limitations and ego beliefs of this lifetime. However, your guidance is to release them all now. Consider how you could have attracted that person's behavior. What might have occurred in other lifetimes, maybe? Are they teaching you something important in this one? A desire for a particular outcome or lack of forgiveness binds your soul to someone else's. How many more years or even lifetimes are you prepared to be chained to this person? When you can happily bless a person who has wronged you and visualize them receiving whatever they want or need, you are free. Then your unicorn can joyfully replace all you have lost and more. They can return money and possessions multiplied and restore and enhance your reputation. They can bring you greater love, success, health, and happiness. Unconditional love does not form binding cords, so you can never lose true love. Your guidance is to scan back through the years for anyone, dead or alive, you may still be that still may be influencing you. Then ask your unicorn to set you both free. I love that. So that is so perfect from what we were talking about. So definitely there's this letting go of that judgment, letting go of the supposed to be's, the shoulds. And I loved how they mention also understanding that we ask, before we come down here, all our divine appointments of meeting people are all arranged, and no one comes into our life by accident. It's always on purpose, for a purpose, and there are teachers. I mean, all of my personal relationships, like my intimate relationships, I was able to look back on them, and I had like 5 longish termish ones, where anywhere from a year to 3 years is what I considered long term. And every single one of those was a beautiful teacher, pointing me back to myself, showing me what I wanted to know about myself until I saw it. And of course, that was 20/20 vision looking back. When I was going through it, I didn't see that, but maybe that'll help, with what you're going through now or have gone through, that one, you weren't alone in it. We all go through that, but that it happened on purpose, for a purpose. And you can ask yourself, what were my teachers trying to show me about myself? So I love that for all you Aries. And then we will look at Leos here. Leos, you got manifest your dreams. Focus on your vision. Seek satisfaction and contentment. And there was mention, I believe it was in this one too, about, or I think it was in this one, but there is this understanding here that, and actually coming out here on this recognition too, it's understanding what your true dreams are, right? I mean, 22, it's 2022, the card 22 here, and there is this beautiful awareness that's coming in for you. Like this week, I think with all this love and compassion, your dream, getting clarity on what your dream really is, because as you connect to the unconditional love, you start to look, and that this energy changes on what you thought you wanted, how you wanted recognition and success, and what you meant it all. And it's more looking at how do you uniquely want to share your unconditional love with the world in your own unique way. And then let me read from the book on this one too. And it says, this card indicates that you're ready to bring forward a soul desire, something that satisfies you at a deep level. It may be to express yourself through painting or creativity, to look after animals, to serve in some way, or to heal or help others. You may want to explore the world, race cars, climb a mountain, invent new technology, or teach. It's not what you ask for, but what it lights up inside you that is important. Your unicorn is answering your call and helping to bring your vision to fruition. This is a card of opportunity, so explore what you truly want. Consider what would give you a sense of peace, adventure, or joy. What would fulfill you? How do you feel inside when you think of it? Remember that anything is possible when you are clear and focused. So let go of all the thoughts of financial reward or how you might personally benefit from your soul desires. For when you manifest them, your feelings of joy and wonder will automatically draw abundance to you. Ask your celestial helper to take your vision to the source, to Creator, for a blessing. And remember that when you act as if something is already in place, you send out the energy to attract it. I love it. Yeah, and there's this, like I said, getting to know what it is that you truly desire, not what you was handed to you, like whatever dream was handed to you when you were younger, saying this is your dream, and we don't know any better. We're like, thank you, this is my dream, and then you wake up every morning going, oh crap, I gotta go and live in my dream. That's not your dream then. When you will know that you're living your dream and pursuing this true soul dream that brings your heart joy, is when you wake up in the morning and you're like, wake up before your alarm and you don't hit snooze because you're so excited to live your dream. So that's a big indicator of that. And then we move into Sagittarians, and you have the beautiful violet flame that says, invoke the cosmic diamond violet flame, transmute all that is not love. So that is beautiful, and it goes, of course, right in with what we're talking about here too. And I really like that this is talking about how you can take any energies that we were experiencing, any beliefs with these fives. Fives is kind of like transmuting. It's changing and having this, because 5 is the number of change. It's moving these emotions. So when you're sitting with an emotion and you feel your heart tight and the prick in your heart of fear, you can take deep breaths and pause and transmute that and change it, going, okay, what am I fearing? And usually at our core, we're fearing, one of the biggest fears is fear of rejection, right? And we're like, what if I'm wrong? What if this isn't, working out to those small T truths, those things that I feel have to be. This is about looking at it from that place of unconditional love and knowing that you have everything you need inside of you, and that transforms just the energy that you're around. I mean, you are a fire sign and you have the violet flame. So how perfect is that? It's transforming the energy that you're feeling from one of fear into one of unconditional love instead. So I really love that. Then lastly, we're going to pull a card here. Again, more magic. This is making magic cards. And we're just going to see what the final message is that the Creator has for all of you. So what about Aries? What's your final message for Aries? Okay. Yep, I do want those. And what about for our Leos? Okay. Okay. They said these two are you and these two are you. So you each get two. So for my Aries, you've got the dragonfly. And it says you bring light to this world. Definitely. Fiery, fiery light. Bring that loving light to the world. Okay, like I was just saying, fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. Perfect. And then for my Leos, we've got breaking bad habits. And it says self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. So this is kind of like we were talking about with manifesting your dreams. The bad habits are those beliefs that you have that you feel you couldn't let go. And I like that you know, we're given these popular opinions when we're growing up of how things are supposed to be and should be, need to be, all those expectations things. And we feel like we can't make a choice in the moment because those old conditioning, those old beliefs and opinions were so reinforced that they became our habit, they became our reaction. And so this is a wonderful message for you that you have the power to change your habits. It just takes your willingness and the bravery to do so. And you definitely have that fire. And then you have the triple spiral, which says, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Yeah. So, you know, that belief that we were talking about throughout this reading here, that everything unfolds for you, and it's, you know, everything is a beautiful classroom. Everyone that comes across our path is a teacher, and it is just embracing that, knowing that your life is unfolding for you, it's not happening to you. And then we have the Sagittarians, and you got fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elements to achieve your goals. So this is like, you know, I know Sages, you are so fiery and so fun that fairy magic is kind of at your core. You have that mischievousness of the fairies. You also have the joy and the power and the magic of the fairies. And so really zero in and connect with that beautiful energy you have inside. And the final message is love charm. So love charm. Attract a lover, a soulmate, or a life partner. But I really feel that they just want to focus on the love charm. That love, unconditional love, is what we are all searching for. And this is just a reiteration for everyone, really, for this entire message here is to this week, unconditional love is so ready for you. And I know we're just coming off of the Aries new moon, which is new beginnings. We're moving just, you know, last week or so, moving into the Aries season. So this is your season, all you fire signs, of this new fire, this new beginning, this new beautiful energy of love, this beautiful magical love that is at your fingertips, especially this week. The energy is so there in front of you. So I love this for you. I'm going to leave the reading there. If you are looking for additional messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly zodiac sign readings for each of the individual signs. I also put out like the, season, like I put out an Aries season video and a few other types throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those videos and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click this like button, also click the subscribe button, and that'll give you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, just select the now, not the now, be here in the now, but select the all option, and then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out from this channel. Doing those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or you subscribe to a channel, all those things makes the YouTube algorithm just absolutely giddy and wants to help share those messages with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is in the description box below. All right, fire signs, as you go throughout this beautiful, wonderful week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. Until then, you hang in there and you take care.